The struggle of getting a perfect angle for the video, or shooting a perfect clip, or editing, or getting content is real. But you know what? We move. Hi everyone, welcome once again to my YouTube channel. It is me, it is Mina, and you're welcome to Mina's Corner. My name is Mina and I make content that has to do with career development, career gist, self-growth, and basically just documenting my growth process. So thank you for stopping by. If this is your first time coming, you are a first timer, audience, please can we give them a round of applause? Thank you for coming by my channel. I don't know how you stumbled here, or I don't know how you got to this place, but thank you. And at this point I must say a very big thank you to everyone for the support for my last two videos. Thank you so much. Thank you for the comments, the thumbs up, the shares. Thank you so much. And yes, I got a couple of comments from people requesting that I do a video about how to get internship slots in organizations, right? How to apply for internship slots. I hear you. That video is coming up after this one. But to get notified for that video, kindly subscribe to this channel. The subscription button is the red button below. Just click it and be part of the gang. Thank you so much and welcome to my corner once again. Let's get right into it. So like the title of this video suggests, it's a story time video. I'll be telling you my first post NYC interview experience. Yes, that's a mouthful, but I'm sure you get the gist. So it's an interesting gist, but I'd just like you to sit down and enjoy yourself. Grab your Coke, grab your pure water, grab your puff puff, your popcorn, kuli, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Sit down and enjoy yourself. Can you hear me from the back? Right, let's get right into this. Sorry, before I go right into this, if you hear any noise from the outside, just ignore it and focus on me, okay? I can't help the external noise at this point, so if you hear any noise outside, the generator is on, Obioma is passing by, Shoemaker is passing by, just ignore. Focus on me. Alright? Let's get right into it. So it was in 2016, yeah? I had just finished NYC. I finished NYC April of 2016. And I was one of those few people that was lucky to get a job 3 months post NYC. And I say lucky because the average time people get a job after NYC in Nigeria, my country, is 8 months. Yeah, 8 months. That's if it has not increased now. So I was one of those people that was lucky enough 3 months post NYC had gotten a job. But trust me, that 3 months wait felt like the world had just gone and left me behind. I don't know, it just felt like, what you do with your life? It felt like everybody I knew had gotten a job. I was at a point after I came back from my place of service. I stayed like 1 year I stayed like, after staying at home for 1 week, I started having panic attacks like, hey God, I haven't gotten a job. How will I get a job? Is my CV not the best? What did I do wrong with my CV? I started thinking about all that. So I was actively searching for a job. I was on the internet 247 looking for job on job sites. Trust me, I was job searching. Then I finally stumbled on this link. Now right now I'm not sure if I stumbled on it or if someone shared the link with me, but anyway, it was for an internship role at a popular mobile brand. For a popular mobile brand, rather, internship role. The JD stated clearly that they wanted just females, and it was an internship role, 6-month internship with no hope of transition. What this means is that after your internship, they bid you farewell. There's no chance of you becoming a full-time staff or a permanent staff, nothing like that. Just internship. At that point, I didn't care, right? Whatever it was, I was ready. So I dived into it, started the application process. The application process was everything rigorous. So it was everything rigorous. But I scaled through. Your girl scaled through. I did everything and I got called for an interview. brethren and sisters, when I got the message for the interview, like that was my first ever call for interview after NYSC. Now I was just like, jeez, I was excited, I was elated. Now of course you won't count all the other calls I got from GNLD. If you are among those that got calls from GNLD, you just get a random message on your phone saying come for an interview at, it's usually those GNLD interview are usually at that Oshodi and Ikeja, Maryland axis. If you live in those areas, no offense please, but usually those interviews are within those axes. If you got a message from GNLD saying come for an interview, or you just got a random message, you didn't apply for anything, you just said come for an interview, leave a comment in the comment section. Let's know our tribe. All right, I know a couple of friends that actually went for those interviews, so I'd gotten those ones even before I finished my service here. So but this one was the first official one that was genuine, that I was getting, so I was really excited. So I started preparing, and yeah, the interview was to take place at their head office. It was at I think it should still be at Eco Hotel roundabout there. That's where we had the interview. If you are familiar with Lagos and the island, you should know Eco Hotel roundabout, popular place. So yeah, so I asked all my family members, my friends, please, how do I get to this place? How do I get to this place? I got lots of directions. Follow here, from here, follow here, from here, follow here. I finally narrowed it down to one that I felt like I was comfortable with, one route that I felt like was good enough. Now at this point I must say that one thing I wish I had done well, looking back, was maybe go to the interview place a day, the venue, go check the place out a day or two before the interview. Now as I share my story, I'll be sharing things I wish I had done better or things I did well, and in hopes that you, or if you're going, you who's going for an interview, if you know someone going for an interview, person can watch this and learn from it. Don't worry, even if they've not called you for interview yet, still watch it. They will call you for that interview. Ha! The spirit is in me now speaking to you. They will call you for that interview. Just watch it regardless, okay? So yeah, I'll be sharing tips. So yeah, I wish I had gone to the place a day or two just to check it out. Now this will help you, right? If you check the place out a day or two, it will save you excuse me. If you check the place out a day or two before the event, it will save you unnecessary hiccups or unforeseen circumstances, really. And as my story goes on, or as I tell my story, you understand why I say I wish I had gone a day or two before. So yeah, if you check it out a day or two, to save you some stress, it will also help you check out the place, because sometimes organizations look so great on websites or on Instagram. They look so great, but in reality they are like this in this cubicle or in a shack. So check them out. You'll be able to, and when you go there, you will see, you know what to expect, you know what salary to tell them, because sometimes they might look good on Instagram, and you might feel like, I'm going to go there and tell them 350,000 naira, and then you go there, now they're occupying one small, they're sharing office safe. So at least then you now know, okay, I better bring this salary down, this people can't afford it. So check this place out anyway a day or two before. I did do that. So on the set day of the interview, I dressed up looking all smashing, looking great, and I set out. My journey was uneven, so I got to the place, the roundabout, the bus stop. I got there on time. I got there, well, I left my house by 9. The interview was for 12 noon. So yeah, I left at a good time. I got there by 9. So please, if your interview is whatever time it is, leave a couple of hours before the interview. Now the trick is, don't leave too early. Say your interview is for 12, and if you leave by 6, you will definitely get there way ahead of time. You get there, say, by 9 a.m. So between 9 a.m. and 12, what will you be doing now? You can't be loitering around the organizations. Most organizations do not appreciate that, especially if they don't have a waiting room. Okay, so plan it properly. Now if you stay in Lagos, you know that this planning properly, if you stay in Lagos, it's better for you to get there 3 hours ahead than to get there late, because Lagos traffic is what? unpredictable. You cannot predict it. One moment this route is free, you can say, I'm against, there's nothing like I'm against traffic in Lagos. You can be saying I'm against traffic. That's the day one palm tree will fall down and trailer will climb on top of it and something will just go wrong and there'll be traffic. So if you stay in Lagos, please kindly leave by 6 a.m. You get there early, look for a fast food around and hang around. All right. So yeah, one thing I did well was at least I left a couple of hours. I left around 9ish for an interview for 12. As at that time, Uber and Taxify were not as popular as they were now. So I just took public bus. I got there on time. Where Beke now started, where the gist that started, where Wahala Sha began was when I was now trying to locate the organization, exactly where the organization was. If you know Lagos numbering system, you know that the numbering system sucks. Lagos numbering system does not follow. Hey, you might see house 1 here. The next house you see, you expect it to be house 2, right? Not so. House 2 might be 9 houses away. So the next house might just be house 42. The next house after house 42 will be house 57. Lagos numbering system does not follow. So I was looking for this organization. I was looking. Now I had gotten to the place, the bus stop, by 11 a.m. So I had an hour to get to the place, to the organization. Brethren and sistren, that's where Wahala now started. I now asked this lady, she was cooking, she had a restaurant or something like that, this outdoor restaurant. So she was cooking and I just asked her, Madam, please, I'm going to XYZ place. Now I don't know if this is a Lagos thing or if it's a Nigerian thing. Comment below if you think what I'm about to say is a Lagos thing or a Nigerian thing. I don't know why. We don't know the road. We don't know the way to this place. Why can't we just tell the person, sorry, no idea, I don't know it? Why do we have to direct people to where we are not sure of? I asked this woman now that, please, madam, I'm going to XYZ place. And she said, you don't pass her now. My heart started doing did. I had just 1 hour, for God's sake, to get to this place. She said, madam, you don't pass her. You go turn back now. I was just looking at her like, you go to, you're not too far like that, Shine, not too far. Just turn back, waka go back. You go see one brown bit. She had long and short. She told me to walk back. And she said it was not too far. That not too far. It was a 15-minute walk back. 15 minutes. By the time I walked back, I now got there. I now met company I did not see. I asked another gentleman that, please, I'm going to this place. That one told me, oh, what are you? You have gone, you have passed it. Go back to where you are coming from. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how I walked for 45 minutes. Back and forth. 45 minutes. I kid you not. By the time I found this organization, it was 11:50. Oh God. And now imagine if I had left my house, say 2 hours before, I'd have gotten there. By the time I find the organization, would have been by 1. My interview would have been over, or my chance of being interviewed would have gone. I got there by 11:50. So by the time I entered the waiting room, there were other applicants. They looked so fresh. They looked so put together. Me, I entered the waiting room panting, sweating, because I had worked hard. What I did was not work anymore. I worked hard. I worked hard for 45 minutes. Yeah, I didn't work. Work hard for 45 minutes. So by the time I got to the place, I know that I entered the waiting room by 11:50, 10 minutes to 12. I was sweating, I was tense, I was just not comfortable. Luckily for me, the organization had their AC was turned on and they had like a water dispenser. So I went to the bathroom, freshen up, took a cup of water, and at least started getting myself together. So please leave your house on time. Leave your house on time. If you can, check the place. Check it out. So I finally get there, right? And I put myself together, and yeah, just when I was getting myself, and when I was feeling okay, they started calling people in. and they announced that they were calling people in alphabetically. And if you know me, my name is Amina, so my name begins with an A. So shortly after, I was called in. Shortly after. But by then, I'd gotten back my confidence. I was put together. So they called me in, and I went in, all smiles, spoke all the English, answered all the question. Everything was going well. Press, here. What's your strength? What's your weakness? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that reminds me. If you would like me to do a video of interview questions and the answers you could give them when you ask us common interview questions and the answer you can give, please comment below. So yeah, they asked me normal questions. What's your strength? What's your weakness? What's your experience? I was answering. It was sweet until I was asked to present my certificate. Now at this point, I must say that on the panel of the interviewers, on the interview panels were 3 people. There was a gentleman and 2 ladies. I remember the gentleman was sitting in the middle, and the 2 ladies were at the sides, by his sides rather. So I remember that. By the way, that's not uncommon. It's actually normal these days to have a panel with more than one interviewer. I think it helps with objectivity, right? Yeah. So I had answered all the questions going on, and it was a gentleman that I asked, so can we have your CV? So before I left the house, one thing I did wrong was I packed all my documents. See, when I say all my documents, I'm not exaggerating. I had photocopied all my documents because I just thought, like, they can ask me for anything. So first school living certificate, SSC certificate, YX certificate, BSc certificate, NYSC discharge certificates, not to plus other certificates, other certification I had gotten during camp. NYSC, there are many professional courses you can do, professional courses with code. So I'd gotten, long and short, I had about 10 copies of certificates in my file. I'd made copies of all of them. I even photocopied my ID card at that time. Ask me why. Why? I had lots of copies, documents, certificates in my file. So the gentleman asked me, can I have your CV, please? So I started to look for my CV amongst the tons of certificates I had. So I started searching. Now, I don't know if he did this unconsciously, right? Or maybe it wasn't just a way of his non-verbal communication, but the gentleman kept doing this. He kept putting his hand on the table like this. Tap, tap. It was making that noise. Tap. And he kept looking at his wristwatch. He'll look at his wristwatch and then he'll keep tapping. For me, I interpreted that as though he was in a hurry and he had something to do and I was wasting his time. So the more he kept doing that, the more nervous I became, because I was trying hard not to waste the time and I didn't want to let this chance go. Please disregard the noise you're hearing, please. I didn't want to lose this opportunity. So the more he kept tapping his fingers, the more nervous I got. So I started searching for my CV quickly, right? And at a point, he rolled his eyes like this. I was like, no. Immediately he rolled his eyes. I was like, yeah. I just quickly brought out what I thought was my CV and I handed it over to him. Yes, what I thought was my CV. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Do you have your popcorn? Do you have your juice? Okay. Wait, before I go on, first of all, why have you not subscribed to my channel? What are you waiting for? Why have you not subscribed? What's stopping you? Subscription is free, so please kindly give this video a thumbs up, comment below, and then click on the red button just below and also the bell icon so you get notified when I post new videos. Thank you. Let's go back to my story. So I gave him what I thought was my certificate. So he picks it, or he takes it rather, and he's looking, and he's looking, sorry, excuse me, and he's looking at it like this, and then he says, wow, C6 in biology. I will never forget, like, I'll never forget that singular first experience. Almost scarred me. I said, wow, C6 in biology. And in my head I was like, C6 in biology, why is there C6 in my CV? C6, how? On my CV, what's going on? What going? Brethren and sisters, I gave him YEC results instead of CV. And the gentleman said, nice YEC results. Anybody wants to see WAEC results? Like now, I was talking to the two ladies. Now, one of the ladies takes the result and she sneakers. I said, God. In my head, I was like, hey. Whoa. I mean, how could you have blown your chance? By this time, I'm searching for my CV again. And she gives the WAEC result to the other lady that you care for. Then the other lady takes the WAEC result and hands it over to me without looking at it. She says, can I have your CV? Finally, I find my CV and I give it to her directly. So she goes through it and then she shares it, she passes it on to the other interviewers. At this time, I'd lost it. I was so now when I get nervous, I sweat. So I was already sweating. The AC was on. I was sweating. I was already tense. I felt like I had blown it. I was like, I mean, at this rate, will you ever get a job? I mean, at this rate, you cannot even pass common interview. You had one job. How could you flop? So I was just like, hey, it's over. I'm done for. So I was already tense. They asked me other questions after that act, but I just couldn't answer it again. I was stammering. I was stammering. I wasn't stammering before. Somehow the spirit of stammering or stuttering entered me. I started stammering. It was the other lady, bless her. She just said, calm down a minute, take a deep breath. Do you care for a cup of water? I was like, no, I'm fine. She was like, I should take it easy and all. But I remember that even when she said take it easy, the gentleman now said, sorry, he called her by her name, sorry, we don't have all day. I was just like, guy, did I offend you? Have you seen me somewhere? What did I do to you? Why are you angry? At the end, the interview ended and they were like, oh, we'll get back to you. Yeah, we'll get back to you. All right, thank you, have a good day, and all those As I was leaving, I was so downcast. I was so sad. I was like, at this point, I mean, will you ever get a job? So tip number 3, please, when going for an interview, you just need the hard copy of your CV, except the interview clearly states that you should bring your certificate. And even at that, even if it states it, you can't bring all your certificates you've ever owned in your life. Don't be like me. Usually you just go with the hard copy, a copy or 2 of your CV, the hard copy. The interview is not when they tell you start to work next day or start working now. No, even when you get the job after the interview, they will still contact you to tell you've gotten the job. So the interviewer still had more other chances of getting your document from you. Not just that day they will see you. That's if you get the job. So don't be like me. Don't carry all your documents. Imagine if I had gone with just my CV alone. I would have given somebody my wire certificates. So please don't be like me. You don't need all those documents. However, in retrospect, that mistake was not so ghastly. It was just an honest mistake. Anyone could have made that mistake, right? But I feel like it was the way the interviewers, particularly the gentleman, the way he reacted rather, was what just threw me off balance. So now this one goes to interviewers. Take it easy, all right? Especially if you're interviewing for an entry-level role. If you're interviewing for an entry-level role, chances are that you get freshers, people fresh out of school, people who don't have any experience with this interviewing thing. So be kind, be courteous, be civil, be patient. Okay, now am I saying lower the bar? No, don't lower your standard, but however, just be kind, be patient. And for applicants as well, make it easy for yourself. Don't carry so much documents and get there and give somebody your birth certificate instead of CV. Anyway, by the time I got home, I didn't feel like applying anywhere again. I just felt like, if you cannot pass interview, that's the end. I didn't feel like applying anywhere again. I just sat down my house. And for the next couple of days, I did not check the internet for any job. I was like, I'm done. I'm going to go and start my own company. And that man will come and work for me. That man, don't mind me. I was livid. But after like 3-4 days, I picked myself up, I applied again, and that was when I got called again. And the next interview was bliss. I had an interviewer who was fun, made it interesting. Now, no 2 interviews are the same, and same time, no 2 interviewers are the same. You are not sure you will get an interviewer that is going to be fun, or interviewers that will be chilling, exciting. Nope. So prepare for the worst. Expect the worst, prepare for the worst. but I'm sure the universe will favor you. So that's my story, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you want me to do any videos, any video concerning something that you feel will help you on your career path or self-development path, please just tell me in the comment section and I'll be glad to do it. Once again, my name is Mina and this is Mina's Corner. And also, in the light of the coronavirus, please stay safe. Thank you.